In the previous video, I was trying to get this mechanism to work, but the motor just wasn't strong enough, so we will not be using this motor. Instead, we'll be using a NEMA 17, which has higher torque and precise control, and overall just a better motor. We will not be using that one. Now here I'm just changing up some wiring so I can attach the new motor because it requires a separate power source. So I'm just using these power splitters. This way 3 different things can be powered by one plug. Now to drive this motor, I'm using the A4988 driver. After doing some research, I found that this would probably be the best for my project. So now, as you can see, I've got the motor working. For some reason, I literally had a heart attack when it started. This sound literally scared me to death. So now the motor's just wired up in the control box. It has the gear on it, just to show how this will look when it is in this position. And here's all the wiring. As you can see, the wires go from the control panel to the base of the tower. And there's the driver, and then the motor will be sitting inside the yellow thing. So now I'm going to be working on the main structure of the tower and the mechanism with the timing belt. So as you can see, I have the gears here, which will be driven by the timing belt. I'm just putting it in the center support. The wheel with the timing belt will sit right on top there. So I've been experiencing this problem with the gears and the motor and the torque to drive the timing belt system. So I have fixed that. I eliminated the gears and the motor turns it perfectly fine. Alright, so basically I was having some problems with this timing belt here. And the gears, I have a lot of gears here. So this gear was originally going to drive the smaller gears. This is connected to the motor. But since I was having some trouble with that, I figured I'd simplify this a little more. So basically I just mount the motor right here. This is this upside down. And then the motor will be connected to this. Like this. Put that on there. I can't find the hex key to tighten that, but basically this will be upright like this. Very simple with that, just without the gears. And then it will come up through this hole that I'm gonna cut out, and yeah, basically everything's just shifted down a little bit. So yeah, problem solved. Here I've 3D printed something to mount the motor in place. The reason why I didn't resort to the solution right away is because I was worried that the center support was going to be shifted down, but that is completely fine. As long as the center support is the same height as the tower, everything will work out. And now I've got this timing belt system upright, and it works. I was very proud when I reached this stage because I've been trying to get this thing vertical for the longest time. Now, as you can see here, the motor is moving the timing belt system, and it works just as I expected it to. Alright, so we're going to be testing out the control panel with the motor mechanism I built. Okay, so it's basically just testing out the drop function. I just put an example code in there. So let's get started. I'm going to press this. This isn't really secure. Yeah, so basically that's just an example of how the drop function would probably function. So yeah. Now this is to keep the 2 metal rods in place. If we refer back to the fundamental design, these rods will guide the little counterweight that moves the cab up and down. Alright, so now I have this in place, which I will show you what it is. So if we go back to the fundamental design. This is what that black thing you were seeing is, and it's going around the timing belt, and it's driving this pulley system. So here's what it looks like, and then the pulley system will come above and we'll drive the system. So let's plug this in. Still haven't fixed that stepper issue. Then we'll just press this. Still need to fix that too. So right now the tower would be, cab would be coming up. Forgot about that. Well, I'll do that again. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Alright, now, so I've done some work with the panel and the buttons. Here's some code there. We have the panel here. I've been working on these manual buttons just so it can make it easier for me to work on this mechanism. So we have the up button, the down button. You can see they both control in different directions as I press it. So now I'm almost done with the center mechanism system. Now I'm going to be working on the top piece, which holds the lighting and the pulley system. Here I'm just testing out the lights with the panel switch, and as you can see, they light up. In order to get to the top of the tower, we're actually going to need the tower structure itself. So here I am putting together each of the pieces. Now I've assembled all the pieces, and just look at this thing. It's going to look awesome when I paint it. Tower's all the way over there, and now we're going to be spraying this thing. And here's the thing all sprayed with the top piece and the mechanism in the middle. This is how the tower will look when it is all put together. Now I'm just stringing the wiring up the tower, so of course we can power our lights. I made the mistake of soldering the wires outside of the tower, which was really frustrating, but I quickly fixed that. So now with all the lights connected and the tower is built, the tower has officially gone vertical. It would make me really happy if you made it this far in the video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay to watch the cool lights on my tower, and be you, keep riding coasters, and maybe build one day.